This is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham, and this has become a tradition with Martina and I. Martina Flanagan, you are with ConnectWell Community Health. You're a volunteer.
That's correct.
And you do income tax.
That's correct.
Volunteering.
Volunteer income tax. Yes.
What I've gotten to know about you over the last few years is you like doing income tax.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Wow.
There is actually about 15 to 20 volunteers, and we all have kind of that passion or interest in income tax. Most of us are from all different walks of life. So my background is nursing. A couple of the other backgrounds is finances, social workers. We have different people that just kind of
Not specifically
involved.
accountants then.
No, we don't need accountants. And the reason we don't need accountants is because, for the most part, these are simple taxes. And maybe, if you don't mind, I'll tell you who qualifies for this.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
This is a free program. It's completely, you don't pay a penny. We don't want any money. If you want to make a donation to something, we say go right ahead, make a donation to ConnectWell or to whatever agency you want, but it's free. And so basically we're telling people that we can do their taxes as long as they meet certain criteria.
Okay.
And so the criteria that they need to meet are that they have to have simple tax situations.
Not a business owner or
Not
anything like that.
No, wouldn't do business owner or self-employment. We also don't do taxes for people that are going through bankruptcy because it's a little more complicated. We don't do taxes for people where they want someone who's deceased. So if their spouse has died, we don't do those kinds of taxes. Yeah, they're more complicated. But we will do taxes for anybody whose income is modest.
Okay.
And a lot of times I say, what does that mean, modest? That's kind of a very vague. So Canada Revenue Agency tells us what they consider modest income. And they say anyone who, if they're a single person, if they make less than $40,000 a year, so $40,000 or less, we will happily do their taxes. If it was a couple, we know that a couple are going to have a little more income. So Canada Revenue Agency says any one couples who make less than $55,000 a year, we can do their taxes.
Okay.
And if they have children, and this is where it's kind of like, let me add this all up. But if they have children, then we say for each dependent an extra $5,000. So if you've got, say, a couple that have 2 children, we're looking at $65,000 or less.
Wow.
We would do their taxes happily.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you think it's $65,000. That's quite modest, isn't it?
Yeah, that
Wow.
is, it is when you think about it.
Yeah, for sure. Now, what are the benefits of filing your taxes on time?
Yeah, thanks for
And
asking.
every year.
It's
every year,
Every year. You should file your taxes every year. The benefits of filing your taxes is you don't get cut off some of the wonderful benefits and grants that you would have been getting had you not done your taxes. And the examples that I'm going to give you, and I mean, people take for granted that they get their Canada Child Benefits, or when I was raising my children, we called them the baby bonus.
Yes.
Well, we just took it for granted that that would be coming. But every so often, if someone hasn't done their every year taxes, they will get cut off that Canada Child Benefit or baby bonus, and it's quite a bit of money. So doing your taxes by the end of April is a really important thing. That's not the only one, though. There's the GST benefit that people get if they have a modest income. There's something called the Ontario Trillium benefit, which is a little bit of extra money that people will see going into their bank account every month. There's also something for seniors. And you know what, to be honest, Kathy, we have a lot of seniors in our communities. So a lot of seniors that have a modest income get something that's called the supplement. The government calls it the guaranteed income supplement. But if they haven't done their taxes, they won't get it. And they'll find that suddenly, if they were sick during tax season and they weren't able to get them done, then by the July payment, that supplement will be gone. And for a lot of them, it's almost twice as much as what they would have got from just old age pension.
Now, can you catch up? Like if
You can catch up if it's within a certain number of years.
Okay.
But if you, let's say, left your taxes for 5-6 years, then
some
they won't
people
catch.
do, eh?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Some people have told me, yes, no, I only do them 5 or 6 years.
Wow.
And I think, well, what about all the things that you know, it's nice to have that extra money. So those are really useful things to have.
Huge benefits.
Huge benefits. There's one new one that I'm excited about, and that is that if someone has a disability and they happen to have something that the tax people call the disability tax certificate, then they now qualify for something that's a benefit that's being given out every month. And if they didn't do their taxes, they won't
Now that's
get
up
that.
to $200 a month.
It's
too,
up to
isn't it?
$200 a month.
Mhm.
And it just started July of 2025. So it's somewhat new, and people may not even be aware of it.
Right.
But the ones that are aware of it, they need to do their taxes in order to be able to continue to get it.
Okay.
So, but anyway, those are just a few of the things that
Right.
are reasons why people should do their taxes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you work specifically out of the Perth?
I do.
Offices?
I specifically, I live in Perth, so I tend to pick the places that it's being offered in Perth.
Right.
However, they are being offered all over Lanark County. So they're offered in Perth, Smiths Falls, Carleton Place, Almont, Pakenham. These are clinics where people can bring their paperwork in, speak to a volunteer at the spot, get their taxes done right then and there.
You do right at the spot. You don't have to leave everything?
Don't have to leave everything. In fact, it's recommended we don't take anything of their paperwork.
Okay.
We're going to be handing them back their paperwork. For people that aren't that accustomed to using electronic filing, the whole idea is we're entering all their information on a computer and then sending it to CRA on the computer. So we give them all their paperwork back because as volunteers, we shouldn't have their paperwork.
No.
So yeah, we give them all back.
So when they come, how long do they expect to spend time with you?
Well, you know, it varies from person to person. It sometimes depends on how talkative I am or they are. And sometimes it depends on how complicated their situation is.
Right.
But the average person takes probably half an hour if it's a simple tax return.
Wow, and it's best that they stay too because they're right there to answer any questions
Exactly.
if you need to.
Oh, there's so many things that can come up that they think of or that I think of that it's better to have them right then and there. So yeah.
Do people just show up, or do they make an appointment
some
with
of them
you?
make some of these places that we offer them, we have appointments set up.
Okay.
So what we've been telling people is, don't just drop into any of those places. Call Connect Well, which is the organization in charge of this program. They supply everything from staff time to paper, to if someone needed a printer or computer, they provide all that. So they should call the office of Connect Well.
All right.
Now I want to say one more thing, and that is that besides those clinics that are offered in each of the towns, some people since 2020 have preferred to do their taxes over the telephone. And so back in 2020, when the pandemic hit and we were all being so careful, it started being possible to do their taxes by telephone. And for some people, especially people that are shut-ins or that have some health problems,
or don't drive,
they can actually call Connect Well. And Connect Well, this organization that is out of Carleton Place and Lanark, all over the place, they will take their name and their phone number and what town they live in, and they'll say, one of our volunteers will call you back to do your taxes. So it's a great service because we then do it by telephone as well.
Okay.
And we offer that service 12 months a year.
Well, that was going to be my next question, because you say you do this all year.
Yes.
You must be busier like March, April type
April,
thing?
yeah, much busier March, April, especially because there is a deadline for Canada Revenue Agency, and if you want to be able to get your benefits, or if you want to get your taxes filed before you have a penalty for not filing them, and there is a penalty if you owe money. If you don't owe any money, then there's no penalty. But if you owe money to the government and you don't file by April 30th, then you do get penalty tax.
Right.
So yeah, March, April is our busiest season. So we just started this week, Kathy, so if I seem a little overexcited, it's because
you've been working with numbers.
Yeah, we've been working with numbers. So we started it this past Monday, to do them at clinics, and so people can call ConnectWell anytime and find out where their closest one is.
Right.
Or how to get it done by telephone.
Now, you said during COVID you did it over the phone.
That's
so
right.
how long have you been doing this for?
Oh, quite a long time. I think I started in 2013.
2013,
And
so this is like your
that's, I
13th year.
guess, yeah, that's 13 years.
Wow.
Is that a bad luck number?
No,
Oh,
no, not if you're Taylor Swift. That's her favorite number.
Oh, good.
And I always look on I love watching sports too, and I always think when I see an athlete with number 13 on, he doesn't think it's bad luck. So, yeah.
Good.
So once again, people can contact ConnectWell.
That's right.
And they'll find out where the service is available in their community.
That's
and
right.
You do it in Perth.
Yes.
One at the library.
We do it in 2 places in Perth. We do it at the library.
Right.
And if they call ConnectWell, they can find out the exact times and day. It's not like we're there every time the library's open. We have specific date and times. So they can go to the library in Perth, or they can go to the table in Perth.
Right.
And that one is popular as well. So, and it's a drop-in. So people just come by, they get told when the hours are, they come by with their paperwork, and there we go, we're done.
If you're good to go, half an hour sort of thing, and it's done. Yes.
Yeah, half an hour for something that's simple. Now we do tell people bring photo ID, because Canada Revenue Agency is insisting that they show identification. And the whole idea is there's so much fraud going out there that Canada Revenue Agency is part of the place that seems to be hit by fraud. So we're told that they have to show us some identification when we see them in person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So once again, it is available in Perth, Smith Falls, Carleton Place, Almont, Pakenham, can't even see my own writing, and Lanark.
And Lanark, yes.
So call ConnectWell to find out when the times are available.
And you know what, there is one other thing is that if someone is watching this and they live anywhere in Ontario, we actually can do their taxes by telephone.
You can do it by phone.
So one of the places that most commonly we're doing is Renfrew County. And so I every day talking to someone who lives in Pembroke, Renfrew, Arnprior, but anywhere in Ontario, we provide this service.
You don't have a specific catchment area then? You can.
No.
You got a phone, you can call.
Yeah, you got a phone, you can call us.
Excellent, excellent. Well, it's a busy time of year for you.
Yes,
for sure.
is.
But get your income tax done. It's supposed to be in by April 30th.
April 30th is the best to do it
yes,
by.
For sure, to get all the benefits that are available.
Yeah, and they'll be talking to a very friendly volunteer.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I appreciate you coming here. I appreciate you doing this to help people out, because it is a difficult thing. It's very overwhelming when you look at those forms or try and figure it out yourself, and you're so afraid of doing the wrong thing too. You know, so.
And you know what? The Canada Revenue Agency is no longer sending out the paper forms, and I've already heard from some people who said, I don't use a computer.
Right.
I've done it by
there's still
paper
people
all my life.
Yeah, there's still people that don't use computers.
Yeah, so Canada Revenue Agency says they will accept paper returns, but they're not sending them out as they used to do.
Right. Where do you pick them up? Would
you have to contact Canada Revenue Agency and ask them to send it to them. They used to be at the post office.
I was just saying, I used to see them at the post office.
That's right. No more. No. You know, I mean, as time goes on.
Paperless society we're getting into,
it's coming.
I know. Well, look at me here too. I still like my paper.
Me too. Me too.
Oh, thank you very much, Martina Flanagan with ConnectWell Community Health. Thank you very much for coming here.
You're welcome.
It's a tradition.
Yes, it's a tradition.
Thank you.